Any last words, Mario?
It's me, Mario. I probably could have thought something better.
Steve, what the heck? That was such a bad Mario impression. Stop it. Stop it.
It's okay. We're gonna keep doing it. Sounds like Mickey Mouse at this point. Just kill me. Kill me now.
As you wish.
Oh, wow. I can actually breathe. You know what, Bowser? You're not a bad guy. That mist definitely helped with my allergies, breathing, something. It helped. I appreciate it, Bowser.
Stupid humidifier breath. Curses!
Listen up, Rangers. Welcome to the Geek Chest. My name's Steve, and today in this review, we got the Jakks specific, the Super Mario Brothers movie Bowser figure. Now, I wasn't 100% if I was going to be picking up the Mario figures, but I decided to grab them because, one, views. We like views here. Hopefully you guys enjoy this. Two, I actually like Mario Brothers, especially like Super Mario World, like pretty much a lot of the SNES Mario games, 64 games and up. Nintendo, not so much, but I didn't really own the actual Nintendo. Super was the more official console that I had growing up. But I always loved it, so kind of wanted to get them. And then also after seeing Ultrazilla posted on his Instagram, this guy doing his little effect, and I was like, I need it. So make sure to go check out his Instagram. He also has his own review of this as well. But wanted to get one for myself, see if it's worth it. He's goes for $30. But anyways, we're just gonna crack into this. So without further ado, for the packaging, mostly the same as what you've seen with the other Marios, which you guys haven't seen because actually I filmed in advance the Mario Brother figures. So these guys here, Mario and Luigi, I've already filmed these guys. Their review's actually gonna be probably up on Patreon right when this guy goes out. So if you guys want to check these out before everybody else, make sure to go check that out. Anyways, but pretty much the exact same thing. You got Bowser on the side here doing his little smoky fire effect, but you get the gloss picture here for the stars, the mushrooms, the question block. It's the same thing that's going on the inside of the package here. On this side, Bowser, you can see the red for the light inside of his mouth. I hope to God he comes with batteries because I don't want to have to find him. One noticeable difference is he actually has less articulation than the Mario Brothers. They had 16 point. He only has 14. Some legal mumbo jumbo on the bottom. Does it say the batteries on here? Not noticing it right off the get-go. But anyways, let's... Oh no, it takes 3 AAAs. Have to go find those. But anyways, let's get him open up out of his cardboard prison. Alright, so now we got Bowser open up out of his cardboard prison. First and foremost, he comes with a water bottle. So just in case your Bowser gets a little too thirsty while battling the forces of good, he's got something to quench his thirst. But anyways, out of all actuality, what this is for his fire breath gimmick. So you'll notice here, he actually has this LED and this little metal thing hanging out in the back of his throat. Now, if you want to use it, this shell actually is soft and does pop off, which is where you get to the battery pack and the on and off switch. What you'll see, I didn't put the cover back on. There is a cover, but I'm going to need these batteries when we're done with the video. And it doesn't need to be in here unless I plan on messing around with them. But there is an on and off switch. And then the little spike here is how you do the gimmick. So we're going to pop that back in. It's way easier to get on than it is to get off. And then for the hair here, you'll notice that there's this little cyber piece. You also notice that this spike here has a little bit of brown on it. I'm not going to say why, but it's there. This piece comes off. Though I'm starting to think I might need the need the shell off in order to do this. Okay, so pop the shell off because this is connected to the back of the hair. So what you do is you take your water bottle. It recommends doing about 1/3 of water into the head, so we're going to try to do that. So you just take this, push it back here. Give him a nice squeeze. Let's do another squeeze. So we're going to pop that back in. You were so cooperative with me earlier. There we go. Pop the shell on so that we have the illusion that we're doing this correctly. And then with this little drips all over them. Yeah, push this button here. Oh, that. Oh. Okay, that's kind of cool. Oh, man, that does it quite a bit. It's not as, I'll admit, it's not as fire-breathing as you think it could be, but I appreciate the gimmick. God, he does that forever. I figured he would have ran out of smoke eventually. But no, that's actually a pretty cool gimmick. I can get behind that. So you got Mario here, and he's like, "Hey Bowser, how's it going?" And then Bowser's like, "No, I'm getting moist." Okay, I will say, gimmick-wise, this is probably the coolest gimmick I've seen in a minute. And now my table is currently getting, well, not wet because of this, just wet from setting that up. God, that's still going too. Like, we only use, what, half a bottle? He's just a spraying. Oh, alright, I think it's dying now. The life flickers when he doesn't got anything really in him. There's a little wet that'll build up here from where the water's coming out. But now that's super sweet. Now I got water droplets all over my Bowser. But yeah, no, that is smart. Because they did like Godzilla King of the Monster figures, right? You think they could have done that, like put this on one of the Godzilla figures? I mean, come on. I don't want to say it's like a waste that Bowser got it, because Bowser's arguably a pretty well-known villain, so he could definitely use a cool gimmick like this. But come on, it's Godzilla. Godzilla needs something like this. Anyways, for the rest of the detailing, like I mentioned, he has the red here for the hair, which I will say it's definitely noticeable that there is a little port on the back here. But for the most part, I think it blends decently well. Like, for a kid's toy with a gimmick, I don't think it's that unreasonable looking. But the hair does have a lot of nice definition to it. Same with his eyebrows. Look really good. You even get some contextual lining on the inside of there. Eyes. It's got red for the pupils. Then white. Oddly enough, they didn't do the realistic eyes with him. I think this one would actually probably been the easy one to do it with. But I imagine with the built-in gimmick, it was probably more of a cost-cutting measure than a reason not to do it. But the teeth, pretty much same color as the lips in this skin tone. Same with the stomach region here. He has the spikes around his neck, around his arms, which it's kind of funny because the spikes around his neck are very nice and predominant. They look spiky. And then the more you get to where kids would be playing with it, the less spiky they are. So he's got the very rounded spikes here on the shoulders. They're a little pointy around the neck. And then the arms are just kind of nubs. Like, even this one's not, I can't even call that a spike. That's just like a indent. It's got the same thing going on over here. But the claws for the hands look good. It's kind of seeing, you can't really get his arms down too much, so he's, for the most part, always looking like he's about to like charge or try to give somebody a hug. But the hands are nice. Bone coloring for the fingies. It's actually soft rubber for the hands here. Then legs. Got some green here at the top with that more snakeskin kind of patterning. It transitions to the yellow with the bone coloring for the nails. It's got a little bit of spikes in the back of the tail here. This is also soft rubber on the back here. Shell, predominantly green, a little bit of red around each of the spikes, which you get 10 of them. Right? 3, 6, 9, 10. Like I mentioned, that spike looks ugly as crap, but he was the only option. That no, it was kind of like the way you see him in the package. It's not like it's something you could have really seen anyways. To pick that out, it's just kind of annoying. He's also got a little bit of green here at the top as well for the base of the shell. And pretty much about it. No real accessories to talk about. And for his articulation, nothing at the head. Arms can rotate all the way around. A little bit up and down. But for the most part, like I mentioned, he's always going to kind of look like he's charging or trying to hug things. But you can get his arms to do a nice bend there. No rotation, though. Hands can rotate, though, all the way around. And for his legs, they go inwards about that far, outwards about that far, a little bit up, a little bit of a back kick. But like I mentioned, for the most part, he's posable, but that's about it. You get his legs out a little bit more. I say you can't even really get him to stand up because you can move him straight, but it's not like you can really get his legs to do it. Like, it's for the most part, like if you want to maybe make him look like he's kicking or something. But you are going to need a stand or something for that to make it work. One issue, though, is the legs. If you want to try to get him doing like a kick pose, they will not support his weight. Oh, my God, he's still going. Not even hitting the spike. He's just kind of going off now. And then for the tail, can rotate. They're on a little ball joint, so you can kind of move them. But for the most part, it's mainly just here for rotation. Not really too much of a wiggle side to side anyways. And for quick comparisons here, we have the Jakks Bowser compared to some other Super Mario Bros. Movies figures of Luigi and Mario, who again will be on our Patreon before they show up on here. They are reviews already out. Go check it out. And here he is next to some Haya figures with the Kong and Godzilla from Godzilla vs. Kong. And here is next to some other video game characters in my collection with the NECA Dead Space Isaac and the Halo Reach Carter from it's slipping my mind. Jazzwares. And here's some more video game characters with the I think you were the warrior and you're the hunter predator from Alien vs. Predator, the arcade game. And finally, here he is with some Lightning Collection Power Ranger figures with Chun-Li and Ryu in their Power Ranger versions. So overall for the Jakks Pacific, the Mario Brothers movie Bowser, this thing is great. For $30, I think it looks-wise is a great representation of what I've seen of Bowser from the movie and just a good representation of Bowser, period. And if you guys are into the video games or anticipating the movie, I think this is an easy pickup, especially at $30 and even for kids with the whole fire-breathing gimmick. I think it's probably one of the cooler ones I've seen in a long time. And it's definitely something I'm going to be messing around Casey a little bit when she wakes up later today. So, again, for $30, I think this guy's a pretty good steal. And could possibly be contender for Figure of the Year. Because the only real issue I got is the joints. Like, he's posable, but not really posable. More or less, he's kind of in the same vein of like King Ghidorah, where it's more or less a glorified statue, but you can kind of do some things with here and there. You're mainly buying this guy just for looks and gimmicks, which I think is fine. But what do you guys think? If you guys picked up this figure, what's your favorite Super Mario Brothers figure or Sonic? Just more your thing, please let us know in the comments. We also have an Instagram, Patreon, pictures, and Facebook. Guys, like keep up with the day with channel donate. We greatly appreciate it. It helps defeat those guys just by hitting the like button. Subscribe, become a Ranger today. Again, if you guys want to pick up some Mario Brother figures for yourself, link in the description for Entertainment Earth. Help support the channel and also get yourself some sweet collectibles. Anyways, see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.
It's me, a Mario. See, I could do the voice. Screw you guys.